Hello my amazing family, how you doing? Thank you for joining me today on the channel. So today we're going to talk about the likes of, you already know by the title, the likes of May Edochie and the divorce charge. That she said she wants from Yul Edochie. We all know the stress this lady have gone through, especially if it's someone that is not always posting herself out there. She's not the social type, like there are some people on social media, they are busybodies, but this lady is just the reserved type. I don't know why most times the good women always connect to the opposites of who these women are. Like, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a good woman, or sometimes good people always connect with wrong set of personalities or traits. I don't know about that much, but I think this is just the situation now with me and Yul Edochie. There's an interview. The reason why I'm making this video today, the interview is regarding the interview that Peter Edochie is the father to Yul Edochie. I'm sure there are some people that are really conversant with Nollywood acting. It's just one of the soap, opera entertainment. Many of our families always like to indulge in. Everybody wants to be just the early stage when Nollywood started. People love Nollywood movies. Why? Because it just brings to Europe, brings home African settings and really what is going on there. So people have a lot of likes for Yul Edochie, and in fact I've seen comments regarding what has been going on about Yul Edochie. Like I said before I started this, I don't just want to make this video in a way just putting blame here and there, because sometimes it's very good that people's psychological ability or their psychological state is very important in social media, so that you will not make matter worse. I know that some people on this social media, especially concerning this very Yul and May, they've busted it out. They don't even care anymore. But while you do this, please think of the psychological effects of what it can cause to this personality you talk about. So we'll make it as simple as we can, so that this video can really connect with people, and I'm doing it so that they can learn. I said there's an interview that Peter Edochie is a father to Yul Edochie. He's also one of the big G's and big top personalities. If you start numbering, you must number Peter Edochie and one of father figure in Nollywood. So there's an interview he granted, and he talked about daughter-in-law May. If he's still, I don't know, but the way it's going now, May doesn't want to take it easy anymore. In fact, divorce is just the next option, because really our image have been dented so much. They've brought her as like a dirty linen in the public, because she's, like I said, she's just the kind of person that don't just want to display herself. There's some people like that. They come out and do the normal thing they do. They post what they want to post, but before anything, you will not even see them again doing those stuff that some people do. They just want to be out there everywhere. So she's not the type. So and she talked about Peter talked about there in the interview concerning the situation and the likes of what has been going on between the son and May Edochie. So these 2 points is the reason why I'm making this video today. Where he talks about the father to May Edochie, which is the wife, the former wife. If it's still the former wife, I don't know, but they're still trying to go into the process of divorce. So now I will not say the former wife. We are just still putting our finger crossed and still be looking till this whole thing comes to if really there'll be settlement or whatever, okay, for everybody to part their ways. So he talked about the father to May and himself. They've been very, very good friends. Our old generation, our parents that have passed, our fathers, this is what they usually do. If they want to get their son a wife, or somebody that they know that they are so close to, they're so in love with, like they're just so tight, so they want something that will tie them up as friends, and the next thing that they feel that is the best they can do for their children is when they start looking for their partner, they will just appoint this lady from this. They are close, very close friends, if it's a lady or if it's a man that is of age to be married, they'll just connect their children together and they'll be married. So this is just what really went, that founded the marriage between Yul Edochie and May. And there was one statement that Yul Edochie made one time when this whole thing was just new, when it was just coming up new out there. Okay, he made a post and it was wow for everybody, because really it was a surprising thing. How can you just post something like this just like that? You know, I'm sure that he has discussed with his wife before he just started making it public. He just went to his post and Instagram page and posted that he wants to take a second wife, and everybody was like, who that be? So, and at the end of the day, it was Judy, the colleague to Yul Edochie in the same industry with them. So, but what I'm here basically is to talk about that 2 points. That's why I'm here. But we'll still be diving here and there concerning if there's another thing that we need to add to it so that we can make this story as simple. You know, like I said, I don't want to affect anyone, so I have to be careful as much as I can. Okay, so you know, because of that tightness that Yul Edochie has with the father to May, that's the reason why he decided to connect his son. And you know, when you have a child, or your child is of age and your child so much love to take instruction for you, they believe that what their father is saying or their mother is saying is just the best for them. So it just, you know, happened that they joined their children together and they started life together as man and wife. And we all know when this pictures was coming up, old pictures of you, it wasn't made the way it is right now, because everything is just made for him now. It's not like what it was. So, you know, like it's been said or written or been posted, you know, May Edochie helped, you know, you know, in some way helped you to become who he is. You know what I mean by that? When you allow somebody to become who they want to be in life without restricting them, this is just what may have been a supportive wife to you, like we all know. So these 2 points that I talked about, one is because Yul Edochie said that the father to May and himself, they've been a very tight friend. That is the reason why they decided to join themselves together, so that the tightness of those friendship will still remain, just like he feels that in his mind, you know, he feels that it's just the best for them. But later on, because it's also very important that you marry somebody that you are in two together doing the same thing. There's two of you are so you know, like you two of you are so compatible. Anything this one loves, this one they love. Do you know there are some homes that you know, partners can't play together? You know what I mean by play? Some homes that you get to, you see a man and a wife, they are playing as if they are still kids that's still when they were still little. There are some men that they can't, you know, play in such a way to their wives. Why there are some women that they are not just that distant type, they're always serious. So if you, I mean, sometimes if you are coming around and playing with that lady, or you're coming around and playing with your husband, there's a way they look at it like, I don't have time for all this. Or if you're even coming to say, okay, sit down, let's just together, before you know, they're already having arguments and loggerheads. So be careful to marry somebody that you're compatible with. I'm sure later on, because the reason why I'm saying it, later on, when he's now social everywhere, it's now a big top, you know, personality out there in the industry. It started, you know, like when you see a man that is already, I feel, because that is just what is out there. It's just, I'm using that to relate to what I'm making today in this video. So it felt that you are still somebody that has the same mindset with him. You know, like I said, May is not somebody that is always out there. It's not a social type. And you see, Yul Edochie, like as I can, you know, from as I can understand, is somebody that is always social. Is a social person. So if you want to marry somebody that is and that you know that you're a partying person, you are just an extrovert, please connect with somebody that is an extrovert with you, because a time will come that there are some things that this lady, maybe for instance, if there's a party that you two have to go by 12 o'clock, the lady will tell you, no, I'm not interested, please, I don't want to go. You'll be dragging her, let's go. And she will tell you, no, and like joke, she will not go to that party with you. Why there are some lady, they are the one that will drag you, please let go. Let's just go, please. I don't have time to, you know, to waste. When there are some, they will tell you, no, they just don't want. So this is just what I see about me. So I feel later on, you will not find somebody that can socialize just the way, like I said, it's good to be compatible. Have somebody that you can have the same, you know, the same mindset with, that can think the way you think, that have the same connection with you. Anything you do, that's what they do. So whatever you are seeing now on social media with Yul Edochie, the way the two are going between Judy and Yul Edochie. This is just the personality of who you is. This who you will want. And it's just like the father chose for him. And later on, he chose for himself what he wants. But the society and the norms that we believe that polygamy is not something that is acceptable, especially if you are really connected with polygamy. You know what I'm talking about. There's so many of us that have families started from polygamy, and where we are really didn't help anybody, so they're just finding about that. But people are like they're supporting you, that what is this just doing is just the right thing, like they should just go on. So now May has given a out this bill of 100 million that what's his name, you'll need to pay, and people are like, it's just like they're just coming up on social media, whether they are doing play or they're just doing it, whether they are just doing drama, whether it's a serious thing, I don't know, just trying to gather money to see how they can make up with your people. Can be funny, but the whole thing here in this video is just that, please, when you are, if a parent's watching me or you're somebody here, don't marry somebody just because the two of you are so close. Maybe your parents and the parents of the guy that they really connected the two of you with, because you two they are so close, and they now connect you to that guy. Please, it's better that you look for the person that you know. You think like yourself. If you're the man, please, it's better that you still have to look out for who you want for yourself, who you can connect with, rather than your parents choosing for you. Because with the issue of this, you and May, is just the situation out there. I'm saying this out of what Gists Edochie, the interview that he granted. And secondly, there was one post that Yul made. I know I talked about it earlier when this whole thing was, shenanigans was starting. He made a post that someone that you're not in love with. So it's just like he's just there marrying May all these years. Why? Because of his father. He just want to fulfill his father's wish to be married to his friend, daughter. So this is just the reason why they're together. Maybe that's not just, he has been patching it, and so please, if you want to, the reason why I'm making this, if you want to stay married, or you're married already and you have a partner that really don't have the same mindset with you two don't rub minds in the same level, and you're already there, it's not too late. The only thing, just find a good ground, find an understandable ground. Look for how you two can just meet up with whatever that two of you have in future with together, because sometimes maybe the children already are there, and you need to do everything possible to make the marriage or to make the home stand strong. So please, if you are yet to, also that you have not entered and you're already in the process of doing that, you got married to the man, or you're about to get married to the man, why? Because your father and your mother connected you two. They said the two of them, they grew up together, and they said if their children grow up, the two of them, they will marry together. Please think twice, okay? And secondly, marry somebody. Don't marry somebody out of pity. It's a no. There's some guys, they will be running after you, think that this is just the perfect person because he has been running after you. It doesn't mean that he loves you. Sometimes it might just be lost. It might not just that he loves you, because later on they said, there's some this logo, they say, this slogan, they say that if you say you are in love, you are in love, because your eyes is so blinded, you are not seeing the real thing. When you get married, your eyes will be open, because when you now get married, you now start to see some irritating things that your partners do, and you're like, am I just knowing this guy? What has been going on? I've not been saying that this is just what you're going to see, okay? Most probably, there's some that it might not be possible they will see that, or maybe if they see that, it might not be just too much, but you will get surprises when you get married. I just want you to know, okay? So it's better that you know that person yourself, so that later on, if there is anything that happens later and in not favor, you just know you're the one that chose that person for you. So if your parents watching me, please follow this very direction, I beg of you, because of this situation. So I don't want to blame what's his name, you, in one way. Why? Because the father already said in the interview that he did that because that's Yul's himself, Gists Edochie and May's father. The two have been a very, very tight friend, and maybe probably they are thinking of what to tie them together, continuous as friends, and they decided the best thing they have to do is just to join their children together, and you already see the results. So hope you learned something from this video. Please don't marry somebody out of although to your parents, they love and they have been together with this family, because of that they want to join the two of you together. Please don't get married because of self-pity, and marry somebody that you're compatible with. So hope you enjoyed it today, and don't forget to leave your comments. You're going to meet on our next one. And don't forget to leave likes. I beg of you, of God. So thank you very much. You're gonna meet on the next one. Bye.